Bisshhh'ss, 'tis I, Chlois, with a mystery Manny today. If y'all have been listening or watching my last few videos, you might have a clue as to what this could be. But I'm going to try and keep it as mysterious as I can throughout the video until you get to the actual art part. So I am using iGel Beauty Baby Powder, iGel Beauty at Midnight, and a Revel Vamp. And we are using Zebra Nails, the delicate liquids? It's the low odor ones that are supposed to be dip flu proof. I'm only using the gel base and activator for this because I have them and I don't like to waste my product. You know, if I absolutely don't like it, then I make other uses for it, and I didn't hate this, so I thought, well, I'm going to use it. So this is what I'm using today, and I will be using the Manny Boss new matte gel top coat at the end. So anyways, for this Manny, I am doing my index, pinky, and thumb in black, and I am going to, before I go on to the next color, I am going to be doing both layers. So I'm going to be doing 2 layers of color dip as per usual of each color. So I'm going to go ahead and do my 2 dips of this, and I'm only going to show you my second dip on my index finger for the sake of saving time. So that's the only finger you are going to see me do my second layer of this black on. I'm going to show you both layers of the other 2 colors, but for just this black, since I'm doing more fingers in it, I'm only showing you my index finger of the second layer. And I'm working on this part darkest to lightest because I don't want to dip in white first and then dip in black and have the black stain the white. So I am dipping in black first, then we're doing this deep purple Vamp. This is Vamp from Revel. And I'm going to do both layers of this. I will say that I do really like the consistency of these liquids. They're thin, easy to apply, and for it being the delicate liquids like of the other few brands that I've tried, this is by far the quickest drying one. It's actually very fast drying in general, faster than even my normal liquids, so something to keep in mind. So now we are doing Baby Powder by iGel Beauty. So I have 3 nails in black, 1 in that dark purple, and then 1 in white. And if y'all have any guesses as to what this Manny is going to be, please leave your guesses down below. I will give you another chance to guess as I'm doing my nail art. But I want to know if y'all know. If y'all know what I know, I think you know. You probably know. You know? Anyways, I am dipping in clear, and in my clear I am working in the opposite way that I worked in the colors. So with clear I am working from lightest to darkest. That way, if my brush gets a little bit stained, it's not going to stain, the white. So I'm working white, then purple, then black. That's how I'm doing it. And I'm only showing you these 3 nails. And then we're cutting to the art of things. Oh, no, not yet. Just kidding. My bad. Lo siento. I'm sorry. My bad. Forgive me. Now we're activating. So I use my scrubby brush. Scrubby dub-dubbed. Honestly, my clear did leave a couple of white specks, even with the scrubby brush. I think I just need a new clear at this point because it is quite old. Clear is one of those colors or dips or acrylic that if you haven't used all of it within a few months, you probably want to replace it because it can yellow, it can clump up, it can do a lot of things that you just don't want it to do, and that's the problem I'm having as of with all of my clears. So that was kind of a bummer. So I mixed this black and brown to create just a darker brown, but not quite black. And now I am going around my cuticle. I am going to be putting this like all the way up to my cuticle, covering all the white that is around my cuticle on this nail. Do you guys see where I'm going with this yet? Do you? And then I figured, well, I didn't figure. I realized it was still too black. So then I added more brown. And when I started adding this to my nail, I was like, well, this is kind of like a crap brown color, you know? It looked a little like poo, literally. So what I did is I was adding this to my nail. Can you guys guess where this is going yet? Can you guess? Can you see? If you have any guesses yet, leave it down below. Comment your guesses. So as I was doing this and realizing the color as it was like coming across on the white, in a few seconds, I will be adding black to my palette and just going over randomly. I'll be going over the streaks and marks that I already created and just adding some black definition in there on those lines, just so it doesn't look so poopy. And it will more or less come together and be cohesive and not just a weird brown color. And I'm speeding through this part right here because I'm not going to end up keeping this part. I am going to be taking it off with some alcohol and my Maniology angled brush, which I have a code for Maniology if you are interested. If not, I understand. It's an affiliate code, but if you are interested, it will be in the description box. If you're looking at this, it kind of looks like we've got like it going on, the clown. That's what it reminds me of, honestly. But at the end, I'm hoping that you'll see where this is going once I decide to move stuff around. So now I'm adding red and black together to kind of create a color to more or less match that deep purple that we've got. And I'm just adding those colors, more or less until I get what I want. And I've got a color to match. And so now I am adding this around, not all the way up to my cuticle to cover all of that black, but just across the top. Do you guys see where this is going yet? I don't want to say it, but I think I'm going to need to. So leave one final guess down below if you know where this is going before I say it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Captain Jack Sparrow. We're doing a Captain Jack Sparrow mani. So I was creating his hair at first, then his mustache and beard. I am going to be leaving him faceless because I knew if I tried to draw the eyes and everything, I would just totally mess it up. So that red is going to be his bandana that he wears underneath his hat. And I'm cleaning off this mustache and goatee situation right now. Or not the mustache, but the goatee part. But later on, I will be removing the mustache too and just replacing it to better suit the situation. So right now I'm just creating some different colors for the beading that he puts in his hair. And so we've got this like dirty brown orange color, then just orange, and then white. And I'm going to be taking my dotting tool and I'm going to be placing some of those marks, like the beading. He has one like piece that sticks out of his bandana, and that's what I'm creating here. So I'm doing the dirty brown, then the orange, and then I'm going to be taking some of that white and just placing it sporadically in the middle, and that's going to create that little piece. And then I'm taking that dirty brown and the white and kind of mixing them together. I realized that I had too much on my brush here, so I'm just kind of wiping that off and cleaning it off. And then I'm creating that, like, it almost looks like it's like a bone that he has in his hair that also sticks out of the bandana. And so that's what I'm placing here, is that little like bone stick situation. And then I am going and I'm adding some of those same little like bead situations, because he has dreads like and braids. His mustache or his beard is braided, and then he has like dreads throughout his hair. So I'm creating those beads that he has in his hair, and I just thought I'd add some like little white marks, just randomly in his hair, because again, he has them. And I'm taking off that mustache now completely, so that way I can replace it, because I felt like the placement was too far down. So now I'm going to be replacing it. I'm going to be placing it a little bit higher up, and I'm just doing quick, fast, small strokes for the mustache. Quick, fast, small. Fast and small, fast and small. And then I'm going to switch the angle of my brush upwards and do it again. And we're still doing fast and small. I'm not trying to be completely perfect. I just didn't see the need to in this mani. And now with my dotting tool, I'm using that same color, hair color, and I'm creating the braids in his beard. So I'm just using my dotting tool to create that like texture. And then I'm going back to my brush and creating the like ombre effect of hair that he has, the like shadow of his beard, a facial hair going out like around where his jawline would be. And I'm just doing the same like quick short motions, and then I'm creating that little bitty piece of hair that he has right under his chin before his beard starts. And then I am taking my orange and white, and I'm going to be adding the little bead like colors that he has at the end of his braids to keep his braids in place. And now, guys, I'm doing this all with my left hand again. So again, if I'm not ambidextrous by the time in like 2 years max, I'm going to be highly upset, because I'm literally learning to draw and write with my left hand doing nail art, because I get all these crazy ideas and I do them on my left, or I do them with my left hand on my right hand. Like, why? Anyways, I am writing the word savvy on my middle finger on that dark purple color, because he says that a lot. He says whatever, and then he says savvy, like understand, So that's what I'm writing here. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that same color that we used for his bandana part, and it's going to match the color background nail, and I'm just going to create some lines inside of that savvy part. And I'm actually, with this savvy, like, I was actually okay with doing it with my left hand, because I knew that I didn't want it to be completely perfect, because, Captain Jack Sparrow, he's not a perfect kind of guy. He's like, woo, fly by the seat of your pants smart. So I was like, we'll just make this kind of, you know, as good as we can get it. Kind of, not, it's perfectly not perfect. That's what this is. And honestly, the nail that I did his like silhouette of his face on, I'm really happy with that nail. Like, you can't see it when you're looking at it from this angle, but when you're actually looking at it with it facing you, I am so happy with it. It was better than I expected it to be. Anyways, so right now I am using the new Manny Boss gel base coat, and this stuff is super sticky. It's thinner than the 2-in-1, of course, so just keep that in mind. But it is also super sticky, and I really do like that. It is going to help your stuff stick. I've had this Manny on for 3 or 4 days now, and I haven't had any problems as of. Yay. And I'm going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Now I am going in with the matte top coat. Also, I need to say I did all of the painting with acrylic paint and matte acrylic paint. Once it was matte on my nails, I knew it was dry, and I went right over it with the gel base, and I did not have any smudging or smearing or anything, so that was fine. Now I'm going in with the matte top coat, and matte top coat and black can kind of be challenging, as I am now figuring out and learning. So on a couple of my nails, after I finish this video later on, I did file and buff my black nails and try a repeat process of it. And I got my thumb and pinky to work 100% better. I just buffed the top coat off and just did a second layer of the gel base and the matte, and I made it a little bit thicker on the matte, and it came out streak free. Here you can kind of see some like problems that I was having, but again, I fixed it and it came out better the second time. So this was my Manny, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Team Depp all the way. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches.